It's the Weather Xtreme video. This is the morning edition for Thursday, the 8th of December. I'm James Spann. An Arctic cold front blowing in here today with the coldest air we've seen since February. Another Arctic air mass due in here toward the latter part of next week. And maybe some rain before that one gets here. So a very busy, active December pattern as you often expect. So here we go. That is a very cold look for North America. A vortex setting up north of Duluth, Minnesota. Cold air flooding the nation, but the Arctic front not here yet. These were numbers early this morning, upper 30s and low 40s, and this won't change much today. The thermometer might climb a degree or two, but what's going to happen? A north wind's going to pick up, and it's going to start to feel colder because of that. Around the region, you can see Tulsa down to 21, St. Louis down to 23, but the brutally cold air is north and west of there. Temperatures way below zero. Montana, Wyoming, Colorado. Denver went below zero last night, and that is the source region for Arctic shot number one. We'll see another one toward the end of next week, about a week from now. Winter storm warnings for parts of the northwestern states, also for parts of Michigan. The lake effect snow machine is going to be cranking up there. This is the rain for the next 7 days, valid through Thursday of next week from WPC, about 1 inch for the northern third, 1/2 inch elsewhere. And rain will come back at some point, but there's a lot of iffiness in that forecast in terms of timing and amounts, as you'll see. But let's dive in here and see what we have. The GFS 06C run, noon today. You can see the trough digging southward, pressure gradient tightening. See a pretty good north wind of 15 to 25 today. Temperatures hold in the 40s. And the front should come through in dry fashion. I don't even think we'll see a sprinkle today. Tomorrow morning, lows between 20 and 25. The high tomorrow, I'd say low 40s, but the good news, the sun will be back in full force. That'll take the edge off, and the pressure gradient not as tight, so not as windy as today. Still breezy, but not quite as harsh. And here, look at the temperatures around the continent at noon tomorrow. And again, parts of Montana and the Dakotas still below zero. This is Saturday. Saturday morning is going to be cold with low 20s. I think this is where there's no wind, so the colder pocket should go in the teens. But most of the official reporting stations will see low 20s. And then Saturday afternoon, the high should be in the upper 40s as we start to warm up a little bit with a sunny sky. But again, Saturday, hardly no wind, no wind chill index to deal with. Now, Sunday, we've all kind of conflicting model output runs here concerning the next round of rain. This run is drier. Sunday would be a dry day, and quite frankly, a mostly sunny day, really, with not much of a cloud increase, and we'll go back in the 50s. This is Sunday night at midnight, rain just north and west of the state, but other runs have pushed rain deep into Alabama Sunday night. But this run is much drier, and even Monday, a little bit of light rain possible for the northern part of the state, but not much if this verifies. And we will trend warmer, highs Monday getting up into the middle 60s. That'll feel like a heat wave. Tuesday, we still have a chance of rain over the northern counties of the state. And oh boy, look at the next Arctic blast. This is Wednesday of next week, and if this is right, it would be raining. Temperatures would start to fall. You can see snow going on over parts of West Tennessee, sleet over North Mississippi. And this is noon Wednesday, and there's a 1044 high pushing the cold air in, and then by 6 o'clock, we'll be below freezing if this is right, with a chance of snow flurries over North Alabama. But the European says not so fast. The European has nothing in here. So you can see there's pure model madness next week in terms of specifics and rain and the next cold air coming in here. So we will mention a chance of rain, most likely Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, but that's very iffy. And I do think we have a surge of cold air toward the end of next week, but the depth of the cold air, even that's kind of iffy because of this great model conflict we have here. Let's go back to the GFS. This is Thursday of next week. remarkably cold vortex over Hudson Bay, and again, a very cold air mass if this were to verify. We'd stay in the 30s all day. Look at the anomalies Thursday of next week, and we're about 25 degrees below average if this were to verify. And again, I do think we have another surge of cold air at the end of next week. Just how cold, it's hard to determine at this point. Let's check the end of the forecast period. This is Saturday, December 17th. Man, that's cold looking, isn't it? This is showing a storm rolling up through Ohio with a chance of snow for the Great Lakes, and another shot of cold air getting to come in here. But I really stress that there is no empirical evidence of any big snow or ice event here for the next 7 days, despite all of this Arctic blast stuff. That could change, but no, right now we don't see that. Check the numbers coming off the European. You can see cold air shot number 1 coming in here today. It's got a high of 40, and again, we'll hover in the low 40s all day. In the European has the next colder air shot coming in Thursday of next week. We drop back in the 40s, but not as harsh as the GFS. We'll just have to get some clarity a little bit later. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this morning. We'll have notes in the blog. The next video here by 4 o'clock this afternoon. If you can't catch us this evening on the live stream or on television, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.